There he goes.
Fans live for games like this one.
It was something good tonight.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And midway through the season, the injuries starting to accrue. Both of these teams are at less than full strength. They're going to have to adjust.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. We've got Bobby Portis. Also, Brook Lopez out there. Chris Middleton is out there with Damian Lillard. And for the Clippers, Harden out there with Porter. Then there's Reed. Then there's Batum. And it's Coffey in at small forward. Here we are in the middle of the season, and Doris, are most of these teams where you expected they'd be in the standings?
I think, Kevin, what's always fascinating about the way a season plays, there's usually one or two surprises. It might be a team-driven surprise, or maybe the emergence of a player that was unexpected. But that is always what you love about this sport. Guys work hard to exceed expectations of them. Same thing can be said of the teams.
Now, here's Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. For three, Middleton. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Porter with it. Pass to Harden. For three. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Over in the corner, Portis. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Harden against Lillard. Up top, Reed. Back to Harden. And the layup's good off the glass.
James Harden has made a living out of tough shot making. And I'll tell you, the defense pretty good right there. James Harden just better.
The shot from 20 feet away. Connects. The jumper drops. He's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
This young man is unreal. I mean, can you believe that?
Launches it. James Harden with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Good on the triple. Harden's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Pass to Middleton. Porter pulls it in. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden scanning the floor. Offensive rebound. Outside for Batum. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history.
Now, here's Reed. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Naz Reid, what a nice find. This guy always has his eyes up and ready to look for options.
Drills it from outside.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Pass to Porter. Lots of room. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Middleton. The wing jumper off target.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Reed with a screen for Harden. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. On deep. Porter can't get that one to fall. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Bucks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And guys, if you don't control second chance opportunities, you don't control your fate. That has to be their key takeaway from that one.
I think if you get out-rebounded by that wide a margin, it speaks to a lack of energy and effort, and that's problematic.
Now, here is Harden. He had 22 points in the win against Boston.
And his passing was simply amazing. A lot of fun to watch. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead this team.
Pass to Porter. Got it from 16 feet. Porter's got 6.
Poetry in motion. Porter with a beautiful stroke rising up there from mid-range. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. Now, the two of us talked about how important it is to make sure Chris Middleton doesn't get going. Coach said he's an all-star caliber player for a reason. Now, I told our guys to make sure we know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, it sounds like they respect and are aware just how impactful Middleton can be. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And there's no doubt that Lillard is a pure scorer. But it's good to see him focus on his passing, wanting to make his teammates better.
Outside, Batum. Reed with a screen for Harden. Shoots over Lillard. They get it back. There's the triple. And Coffey gets it to go.
For the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Middleton outside. Right wing. Shoots it up. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Harden the pass to Porter. He tries for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Took him no time at all on that one. 25 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Inside, looking to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Number 13. And one of those guys who fell in the draft the year he came out due to injury. Porter healed up and has taken the lead by storm.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. And he's good on the second. Bucks leading by 7. Pass to Middleton. Latrey. It's hauled in by Zubac. And it's the Clippers with the ball. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And as James Harden enters his mid-30s doors, he's still able to put his fingerprints all over a game.
It's so true, Kevin. Rumors of his supposed demise have been greatly exaggerated. This guy's able to create shots for himself and his teammates at an elite level.
Prince is checked in for Milwaukee. Now here's Prince. He had 15 points last outing. Pass to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Harden. Clippers trail by 5. And here's Batum. Now Porter. Back to Batum. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Zubac, a screen on Portis. Just 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, Zubac's always around the rim. You love the quick strike there.
Porter with the steal. Here's Reed. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Prince with the defensive effort. Bucks leading by 3. Releases. And again, the Bucks miss.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Porter. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Porter's got 9 points.
And you love Porter's effort level on offense. He works hard to find his shots.
And Lillard kicks to Prince. To the middle. Plays it up off the glass. He's got 27.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Here is Porter. Boy, he was something else against Boston. He can't hit that time. 3-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. And now a 6-point Milwaukee lead.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. 12 points for him.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Prince setting a pick for Lillard from deep. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Now Harden. He's got 10. Reed with a screen on Lillard. And here's Harden for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Portis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the left side wing. A 3-pointer, no good. Clippers trail by 6. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. So for the Clippers, Garrett. Lou calls timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Chris Middleton. Brook Lopez is out there with Taurean Prince. And there's Jackson. Here we go, one-on-one. On the basket by Jones.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some hope.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Middleton. 3-pointer. Craps in the tray. Middleton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Done outside. Here's Reed. Guarded by Prince. The jump hook. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Bucks leading by 12. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. 33 points for him.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Dunn kicks to Zubac. Pass to Reed. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Kicks it down to Middleton. And it's Reed pulling it down. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 15-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Now, here is Reed. 9-point game his last outing.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Out left to the wing. Oh, good on the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the... hit and drew the whistle.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Dunn looking over the floor. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Back to Dunn. Pass to Reed from deep 3-point territory. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. He's got 5 points in the quarter.
What a tremendous ability to hit from so far out. That's a big-time 3.
Count it. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And I love it when Lopez attacks inside. Even with contact, he can find a way to score.
Good.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 36.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Jones. Last time out he had 14 points. Reed dishes to Dunn. Five to shoot. Here's Zubac. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 13. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Coffey. Dunn outside. Pass to Coffey. Off target with his 3. The Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Back to Middleton. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Now, here is Reed. 5 points in the game. Zubac, that's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Back to Prince. Pulls it up. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball
Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Now, here's Dunn. 6 points for him. Jones, no one around him. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 3 assists now in this one. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer. 43 points in the game.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Paul Reed. Batum comes in for Jones. Porter's checked in for Amir Coffey. And James Harden has subbed in for Chris Dunn. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's Middleton. James Harden picking up that last basket. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Milwaukee?
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And here's Harden for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got 15 points.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
And the rejection by Harden. There's Porter with the 3. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, Zubac knows his job, and that's to do the dirty work, get into the offensive glass.
High post Lopez. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And he trims the lead to single digits. He's got 17. Bucks leading by 9. Outside Portis. Lets it go from deep. And again for 3.
And his flame throwing continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. Harden the pass to Zubac. Up top, Batum. Defended by Middleton. Just 4 to shoot. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. It's off to Utah after this game, where they'll face the Jazz. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stint. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn.
And the first half is now in the books. Bucks ahead. They lead by 8. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
73.
Hey everybody, always a fascinating story. Our first order of business.
Let's catch you up on some trades around the league.
I think John Collins will fold seamlessly into this rotation. Obviously, his scoring and rebounding are big, but his attitude on the floor, man, that will also benefit them.
Yeah, he's aggressive. Always seems to be on the attack. All right, looking back now at that first half, we just saw some obstacles to overcome for the Clippers.
They've been shot out of the gym. Even when they do extend their defense, it doesn't matter. I don't know what the remedy is.
I got 3 words for you. Elbow sandwich.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Clippers with the ball. Trailing here by 8. They've got Porter. Batuma's out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Harden. And it's Coffey in at the 3 slot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. He can't get that one to fall.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Lillard against Harden. Here he goes. Pass to Reid. Shoots the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Reid's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system."
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
One of the things I admire most about Nick Batum is how consistently he gives effort through 48 minutes. Plays with his head in the game and giving his all-out effort every play.
Driving in for the tie. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. To the wing on the left. Middleton on the wing. To the right side. Portis finds Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Outside, Porter. Down low. Reid in the post. Working on Portis. Reid misses.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
For the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target. And the Bucks lead by 5.
Well, they're just riding the hot hand down the stretch, and he's been in a zone all night.
And finished off by Porter.
And we know Kevin Porter Jr. is capable of having big nights, and the way he's playing, this could be one.
To the wing right side. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Trying his luck from deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Pass to Lopez. For 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Coffey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a wide open look for Porter. The baseline jumper goes down. Porter's got 6 here in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Clippers trail by 6. Harden outside. Lillard with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. This one for 3. Batum grabs the miss. And so it's Harden bringing it up for L.A.
Nice to see Porter Jr. get aggressive, not settle for a J, and take it into the defense.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the second free throw, good. Milwaukee leading by 5. And Middleton kicks to Lillard. The Bucks working the ball around. Stolen by Harden. Now the Clippers moving it up.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give them a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. And good. There's another.
And what's another 60-burger to him? I mean, you can almost expect it from him at this point.
And he is now within distance of the most 60-point games in a single season. He could do it. A shot by Batum, no good. The Bucks have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half.
This guy is a fantastic finisher near the hoop. Taurean Prince with an emphatic 2.
And here's Harden. He's got 17. Reed the pass to Coffey. On the wing, Porter. 5 on the clock. Picked by Reed. Fires it up. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Porter's got 9 points now in just the second half. Out to the right wing. His 3-pointers off the mark. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Coffey. He has 5. Harden with a screen on Middleton. Here's Coffey. Harden outside. And the jam by Harden.
Okay, James Harden showing you I've still got the vertical in my bag of tricks.
To the paint. Power down with both hands.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Yep, it goes in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Porter.
Good to see Porter Jr. knocking down the triple. Needs to keep taking and making those shots.
3-pointer, Lillard gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 9.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Outside, Porter. Picked by Reed. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Porter.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Lets the 3 fly. Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Lillard. There's the pick. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Reed with a screen on Lillard. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter with the steal. Here's Harden. Batum passes to Coffey. It's Porter outside. And Lopez pulls it down. Lopez has got 6 rebounds in the game. So a moment now to see the story for him.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And he makes the first. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Amir Coffey. And Chris Dunn subbed in for James Harden. And that's a foul called on Naz Reid.
Always, coach. All right, get in there.
And Lillard kicks to Middleton. From 18 feet away. Rebound by the Clippers. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Taurean Prince is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Damian Lillard. It's stolen. Here's Christie. The shot from 20 feet away. And that one swishes right in. To the inside. Right wing. Tries it from 19. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Christie. Done outside. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, Chris Dunn, remarkably comfortable in the mid-range. You get him the ball in that spot, he'll take care of the rest. You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
The shot's good from Christie.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Fires from deep. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And good that time.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunity.
He got it again. Sensational. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Here's Christie. The rebound by Prince. Bucks leading by 3. The Bucks working the ball around. Misses from the corner. LA's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Lillard against Christie. Zubac, that's good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Prince. From downtown. Good! Another from 3.
He's been hitting threes at a very high level, and we haven't seen many better from beyond.
That last triple ties him for the 4th most made in a single season. Pass to Reed. Now here's Zubac. Now Jones, 6 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Dunn, wide open, he fires. No good from outside. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. At one point, they led by 16. Jones against Middleton. Jones, the pass to Christie. It falls for his 5th field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Out to the right wing. From outside, off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Done shots, good.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Middleton kicks to Lillard. Lets it go with the three. And it's Reed pulling it down. Reed's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. There's the drive. Christie the pass to Reed. Here's Dunn. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you love the physicality from Chris Dunn. He's willing himself to the stripe thanks to the way he goes straight into the defense on that shot.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Zubats. Batum comes in for Reed. Amir Coffey's checked in for Jones. And it's Harden in for Christie. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Portis, he's checked in for Prince. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The Bucks trail. Over to the wing. Back to Lillard. Great D that time from Batum. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Dunn. Pass to Reed. Back to Dunn. Reed with a screen for Dunn. The rebound by the Bucks. Here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Boy, you love Lopez's effort. This guy dunking is easy for him, right? He's close to the rim, 7 foot. Come on now.
Harden bounce pass. Here's Coffey. It's rebounded by Portis. And stolen by Dunn. Pass to Reed. And Reed throws it down.
And Naz Reid not only gets off his feet, does it in a hurry and with some strength.
Here's Lillard. Good D by Harden. The Clippers in the lead. Dunn right side. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets?
And it's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
And it's blocked. Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Lopez. Shakes him, and it's good on the way in.
Well, Lopez so comfortable down inside. This is where he makes his living.
Here's Dunn, and he drives in, and Dunn with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Bucks passing it around. Jacks up a 3. Connects again from distance.
This is amazing. That moves him into 4th place alone on the list of most 3-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this doesn't happen often. Kevin Porter's checked in for Chris Dunn. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He told him he liked the way they were working, but he said we have to really get after it. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David. Pass to Portis. Lillard from outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Harden finds Porter on the wing, Batum. Here's Coffey. Porter passes to Harden. Back to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Coffey. And stolen by Portis. To take the lead. And another one. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Porter, no luck. Milwaukee leading by 3. To the middle. Back to Middleton. Lillard on top, guarded by Harden. Porter with the steal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
The defender getting a little over anxious there, but Porter causes that anxiety with his high-level scoring ability.
And he does get the second one, and that brings them within 2 here.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Shoots. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low, here's Harden. Rebound, Milwaukee. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Portis. Pulls up. And got it! Another basket. And there it is, 82 points.
And this is a game that he will never forget.
Now, here's Porter. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Portis, and that's an intentional foul.
First team.
On offense, here are the Bucks. They're on a 13-5 run here. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
And he stays with it.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
He's almost obsessed with drawing contact, and Harden has an endless number of ways to get to the line.
Harden hits them both.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
And he commits the intentional foul.
James Harden, second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. And the time out called here by Tyronn Lue. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboard.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
And it's Porter with the ball for the Clippers. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the three-point line? That's what it comes down to.
From deep, Harden. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Hey, yo, bad play. Right, MP. They can't stop you.
No excuses tonight, because I know you didn't go out last night.
Objects in motion, stay in motion, as long as they move. Over here, over here.
The National Basketball Association and the Utah Jazz are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using intoxicating heavily impaired or interrupting participants engaging in such behavior are subject to detention and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff.
Just a reminder, folks, to make sure to be here for a figurine input. Come to the game, I'll get a figurine of your favorite mascot, Jazz the Bear.
Well, be sure to come out for our pennant flag giveaway. Every fan will receive a Jazz pennant flag.
You don't want to miss a big home Jazz game, fans. Bring your family and friends.
Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against them. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Lauri Markkanen.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Bobby Portis out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Brook Lopez. Then there's Damian Lillard. And for the Jazz, they've got Desmond Bane, Lauri Markkanen out there with Filipowski. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Pippen in at the point. I'm sure you've heard this from MP by now, but he's got his eyes set on running away with Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it's very early in MP's career, but so far, so good. I know it's a major goal for him to win Rookie of the Year. If he continues to play at this level, MP has a good chance to take home that award.
All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
Hey there, guys. Well, there's a lot of excitement coming into this game with a couple of Rookie of the Year candidates on the roster. When I asked MP about it, he said, I've had this game circled on my calendar for a while now. I'm ready to show I'm at the top of this class. Guys, I like his confidence.
Yeah, that's a big part of it. Thanks, Allie. Should be a great battle to watch. Here we are, Stan, at the midway point. We've got some big things coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, some things that fans really love. All-Star Weekend, the trade deadline. We'll see which teams are going to shake up their roster. A lot of stuff going on.
Clarkson outside. The three is up. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Connects again from distance.
And his incredible shooting season continues.
Up the charts he climbs. Now tied for third all-time for threes in a season. Absolutely amazing. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Pass to Portis. Takes a three. Good! Another from three.
The threes just don't stop with him. He's been a machine from beyond the arc ever since the start of the season.
He continues to shoot his way up the history books and now sits solely by himself for third most made threes in a season. Middleton outside. Lillard passes to Middleton. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Pippen.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Outside Bane. Back to Clarkson. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
What a slam by 6'3" Clarkson, showing he's still got some ups.
Back to Portis. Three-pointer. Gets the three to fall. He's got 9.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Pippen. 11 points for him last game against Memphis.
Yeah, and how about his assist numbers, too? He was their offense. He was just doing everything out there.
Inside, here's Clarkson. From down in the low post, it goes. Clarkson's got 11.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
We'll stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a sixth man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
I mean, the versatility of Middleton. Not just a scorer, also a solid passer and distributor.
Pass to Markkanen. And he can't get that one. Oh, great D that time from Portis. Clarkson grabs a miss. Misses the baby hook.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Filipowski. Here's Bane. Middleton covering. Bane, no good.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
And Lillard gets it to go. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
Well, you can tell Clarkson is letting his shots come to him. He's not forcing things out there.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
From the arc. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Knocks down the long J. Clarkson's got 16 points now.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
The three. The rebound by Markkanen. Jazz trail by 10. Bane, the pass to Filipowski. Releases. That one's good from Bane on the assist by Filipowski.
Smooth and fast release from Bane that time.
Pass to Lopez. This one for three. That's off. 7 for 12 now. For Utah, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. A main focus on their defense, Damian Lillard, the dynamic point guard. Coach telling me what sticks out to me about Lillard is his heart. He plays way bigger than his size. He raises the level of everyone around him. A true leader. Lillard, one of the most respected players in the league, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And early on, they've been on a tear. just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Middleton passes to Lillard. From downtown, the rebound by Markkanen.
Well, defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
You give Clarkson an opening, and he'll cut right through your defense. He has great instincts on the drive.
Milwaukee leading by 5. Lillard passes to Lopez. Portis outside. Beyond the arc. That misses. He's 7 for 14 on the night. Utah has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. And it's Clarkson missing. And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for Milwaukee. Takes the 3. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
Here's Pippen, defended by Lillard. Pippen, pass to Filipowski. Clarkson outside. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, offensively, Clarkson has been hot. And you know it's motivating everyone else on his team, too.
Lets a 3 fly. Pure from three-point range. He's got 22.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Markkanen sets a screen. And it's Clarkson missing.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Knocks it down from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Clarkson outside. Into the lane. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Using that speed of his on the drive. Clarkson just so elusive when he puts it on the floor.
Lopez passes to Portis. Lillard got a good look. And it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific.
Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels, and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Jazz trail by 12. Clarkson with the ball. Portis picks him up. Markkanen outside. The rebound by the Bucks. Portis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Lopez. Launches a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen outside. Lopez with the steal. Here's Lillard. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Lillard's got 12.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Outside Bane. Markkanen from long range. It's hauled in by Portis.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Out to the wing. Fires the 3. Not going to go that time. Well, the Jazz shooting a solid 50% in the opening quarter. Pippen, pass to Markkanen. To the inside. Here's Clarkson. Pass to Pippen. The 3. Sinks it from distance.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
He buries it from 3.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Clarkson, and it's good for 2. Clarkson's got 27 points.
Well, looking for that point-blank opportunity. Clarkson wanted the highest percentage shot possible.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Takes a three. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Milwaukee leading by 16. From downtown, the rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bane. Over Lillard. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Bane's got his second basket on the night. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 14. Stay with us now. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
I'll tell you what, judging from that first period, you have to love what they're doing offensively.
Well, you know I'm going to give this coaching staff some credit. What a great game plan they've had. Let's see if this can continue.
Taking a look at the Bucks. Prince is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Green. Then there's Gary Trent. And that one's good. Clarkson.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game and a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
From about 19, again, the Bucks. Good for 2.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Sexton misses.
A nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
It's good.
And he's a crafty scorer for a young player. George is always going to find the gaps in the defense.
4-3. Clarkson grabs a miss. Jazz trail by 16. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Clarkson's got 5 points in the quarter.
You got to bring more fire than that to stop Clarkson. He's a pro at fending off tight defense.
Pass to Prince. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Give him 39.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Hendricks, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Over to the wing. Portis against George. He's off on the layup. Green, the pass to Prince. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Can they get it? And Clarkson with a layup. Clarkson's got 34 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The 16th pick in last year's draft, Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
Grant, when you talk about consistency and officiating game to game, you think there's room for improvement?
You know, I do think so. I mean, they're allowing more contact, but overall, more clarity on what constitutes legal guarding position would help players and officials.
Solid from deep. Sexton is a guy you want taking those.
Pass to Green. Down low. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And the Bucks lead by 21.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
It's George with the drive, and George with the jam.
Seeing the opening, George does not hesitate. I mean, just a great move.
It's Prince on the wing. To the wing, right side. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Hendricks, and here's Clarkson. Now here's George. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Over to the wing. The 3 is up. Utah grabs the miss. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it, but just didn't make enough plays.
Yeah, they had their chances and put up a fight, but it's so hard to win close games on the road.
Jazz trail by 17. Clarkson with the ball, and it's Trent picking him up. Pass to Sensabaugh. Sexton against Prince. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's George. Over to the left wing. Clarkson up top. Second chance effort. Buries the jump shot. Clarkson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, the mid-range is the sweet spot for Clarkson. He does a lot of damage from there.
To end the drought. He drops it from range.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Utah calls timeout. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. Filipowski. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. Back after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic in execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Milwaukee Bucks.
I've got to admit, even when these guys are covered, they make the shots.
Yeah, you like to say close out on the shooters, make them earn their points inside. But even if that were tried, I don't think it would play out that way.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story.
I think John Collins will fold seamlessly into this rotation. Obviously, his scoring and rebounding are big, but his attitude on the floor, man, that will also benefit them.
Yeah, he's aggressive. Always seems to be on the attack. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. A chance to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Utah, and he told me that it appears to be a broken finger. Hand injury is so common to the sport of basketball, as you know. Here we see another one. All that said, he's already back at the game. Serious toughness on display tonight.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
Yeah, you never want to speculate on injury, but that didn't look like something you were going to bounce back from quickly.
Desmond Bain is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's Filipowski. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Pippen in at the 1. That's the group for Utah right now. There's a screen from deep. Bain. Another 3 for Utah.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Ball stolen. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 11 rebounds in the game. Inside. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Great idea by Lillard, using that experience to run the offense.
Jazz trail by 20. To the paint. Here's Clarkson. Drops in the layup for 2. Clarkson's got 41.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Fires for 3. Another one goes. Incredible. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
NBA, it feels like he can't miss.
Outside Bain. To the middle. And there's Clarkson. That one's good. On the assist by Bain. Bain's got 6 assists now in the game. The Bucks leading by 19. Lets it go from deep. Another bucket. Wow.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Markkanen outside. Pass to Clarkson. Beyond the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Markkanen against Portis. Markkanen misses.
And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one's on Clarkson. Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? The Jazz again can't hit. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 12-4 run. No good with the triple. Utah has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Here's Pippen. He's got 9. Back to Clarkson. Rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
And Utah calls time here. Prince is checked in for the Bucks. And with the voting just about finished, let's see who's likely to make an appearance at this year's dunk contest. This is a talented group of guys.
It certainly is, B.A., and I'm really looking forward to this contest. These aerial artists who are going to have a lot of fun pulling out all the stops to wow the judges and make the crowd go wild.
If he can keep raking in the votes and hold on to his number 4 spot, he'll make the cut for the contest for sure.
And I see no reason why he shouldn't. And frankly, I think he's got a pretty good shot at wowing the judges and winning the whole thing.
And we are very close to announcing our dunk contest participants. The final list is coming soon.
If the contest ends up being that list, I'd be very happy with it. What a group that is.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
And he sinks the second. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Lillard finds Middleton. It's Prince on the wing. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Prince has got 5 now.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Pippen, pass to Markkanen. Shoots over Portis. Money on the 19-footer. He's got 9.
Well, Markkanen's height, it's such an advantage in that mid-range area.
Middleton outside. For 3, here's Lillard. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Clarkson for 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Middleton's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Green's checked in for Chris Middleton. For Utah, they've gone 6 of 13 to open up this second half. 3-pointer. And Clarkson with the 3. Clarkson's got 11 points in the quarter.
A real source of instant offense. Clarkson is not shy when it comes to shooting the ball.
Shot is up. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bane finds Clarkson. No good from outside. And the Bucks shooting incredibly well. 63% and really making their shots count. Lillard with the bucket.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
On the wing, Bane. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Pippen. Clarkson with the ball from outside the arc. Again! What an avalanche!
Oh, my goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Launches it. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left if the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And got it! Another basket!
And that's 70!
He is unconscious. Pass to Pippen. Back to Clarkson. Lillard pulls down the board. And here's Milwaukee now. They'll be off to Portland for a meeting with the Trailblazers after this one. That'll be the 3rd stop of this 4-game trip. The Jazz shooting well here in the 3rd, hitting 50% of their shots. From deep, Bane. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Going inside. Inside. And then Portis with the dunk.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
Markkanen outside. Pass to Pippen. The 3. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. To the paint. Yet another bucket.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Clarkson outside. Off target from outside. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. Right wing. The three ball. The rebound by Markkanen. And here are the Jazz. Clarkson with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. And another miss by Utah.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
For three. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Milwaukee. Wright comes in for Damian Lillard.
Substitution on the court.
Utah shooting the ball at 48% so far. George passes to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Unable to get that one.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Trent outside. Portis with a screen on Markkanen. Trent with room to shoot. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Trent's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Pass to Sexton. Over Green. Sexton misses. Here's Milwaukee. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Now here's Wright. 1:49 left in the third quarter. Back to Portis. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And there's Wright. That one's good. And the assist by Portis. Portis has got 6 assists here tonight. Now here's George. He's got 7. A minute 20 left in the third. Pass to Markkanen from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Markkanen's got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Portis, the pass to Trent, puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Hendricks. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 40% since the break. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Wright, the pass to Portis. Back to Wright. Green with a screen on George. Wright with the bucket. Wright's got 12 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hendricks. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. There's 14 seconds left in the third. And here's Trent. Let's go with a 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's Milwaukee with an almost surefire victory here. Up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. We've got Jackson. He's out there with DeLon Wright. Smith out there with Pat Connaughton. And it's Beauchamp in at the power forward spot. Sensabaugh, no good.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Right outside. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater. B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Pass to Beauchamp. Jack's up a three. Pure from three-point range. Beauchamp's got his first 3 points of the game.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
There's the triple. Hits a three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Right, the pass to Smith. Fades away. The shot off that time. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's Sexton. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Right with the ball. Smith outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Beauchamp. Shot from the low post is good. Beauchamp's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Sexton looking around. Over right. No good, off the front rim. For Milwaukee, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, B.A. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
George, no good.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
Pass to Smith. Connaughton outside. Smith with a screen on George. Right up top. George defending. Lets it go. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. George outside. Here's Hendricks. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Jackson outside. Right with the ball. Back to Jackson. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. Smith no good. The Jazz shooting only 29% since the fourth quarter began. He got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. And a new group getting ready for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Hendricks. Markkanen comes in for Sensabaugh. Bane, he's checked in for Mikhailuk. And it's Pippen in for Sexton. George outside. Markkanen for three. That shot, no good. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Jackson attacking. Now Wright. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, you know, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
The three from Bane. No good that time. Here's Milwaukee. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Wright finds Connaughton. Here's Beauchamp. George defending. Beauchamp passes to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Markkanen against Connaughton. That three's off the mark. George outside. Who poked away and stolen by Jackson. Pass to Smith. Now here's Wright. Jackson outside. Takes the three. Knocks down the long J.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And here's Markkanen to get back on track. Wright with the board.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Bucks.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
And he makes the first. Clarkson's checked in for George. Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. Portis comes in for Beauchamp. And that's good as he hits both shots. Utah's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Outside Bane. Pass to Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Gets the three to fall. Clarkson's got 55.
And Clarkson can drain them with ease from that range. No problem for him on that three.
Right outside. Here's Portis. There's the three. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Clarkson. And the layup falls. Clarkson's got 57 points.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Here's Wright. Pass to Lopez. And another miss by Milwaukee. Bane, the pass to Pippen. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have two choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Connaughton passes to Wright. Portis the screen. Clarkson against Wright. Pass to Portis. Shot clock at 5. Back to right. From the stripe. Utah grabs the miss. On the wing, Bane. Covered by Connaughton. Oh, got that one up quick.
Stepping in from the line. It's easy money for Bane now.
Right outside. Pass to Portis. They can't stop the run with that one. Utah's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Now here's Clarkson. Markkanen finds Bane. It's hauled in by Connaughton. The Bucks shooting 55% for the game so far. Lays it up and banks it in.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Here's Pippen. Markkanen outside. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
The 3 from Bane. And that basket makes him 5 for 10. Steady production so far.
Well, defenses should always expect this from Bane. He's a skilled distance shooter.
Jackson outside. Back to Portis. To the inside. Here's Wright. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight. Utah's gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Markkanen looking it over. Pass to Clarkson. Lots of room. And it's good. He hits another one.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. There's 1:47 left to play in the fourth quarter. Now Connaughton. Here's Lopez. Back to Connaughton. Over Bane. Connaughton can't hit. And for the Jazz, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Bucks.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they add to the win column, their 19th victory this year.
Only a 2-game series and they win both. They have to be satisfied with this.
Clarkson for 3. The rebound by Jackson.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Connaughton against Bane. Connaughton passes to Portis. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And Milwaukee has possession. And here's Wright. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. We'll see you next time.
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. That's it.
Solid effort tonight on both ends.